This week, we're going to kind of go the opposite way. Okay, we're going to do the top 5 teams that you think will go under their projected win totals. Okay?
Yes.
So let's get started with the Braves, whose over-under is set at 101.5 wins.
Yeah, so all of these win totals, these are according to FanDuel. So the Braves win total is set at 101.5. All of these that I'm going to mention, these are my top 5 unders that I like. So obviously I'm taking under 1.5 or 101.5 wins for the Braves, who won 104 games last year. Why? Well, if you were listening to the previous segment of how much I like the Philadelphia Phillies, that plays a good bit into this. The division they're in is no cakewalk. No. Winning 102 games in the NL East is going to be difficult. The Mets are going to be better than they were last year. The Marlins are just going to continue to get better with that rotation that
young
they have
guys
down
they
there.
Have,
In addition of Tim Anderson, who we're not talking about at all because he had a bad year last year, but he's going to be better. They didn't add a ton, but the Marlins will be better. The Phillies are going to be great. The Mets will be better. This is going to be a division that's going to be tough to win 102 games. They lost Eddie Rosario. They lost Soroka and Wright to trades. So, and yes, they've made additions. By the way, Chris Sale looks unbelievable in that rotation. They added Chris Sale. They added Jared Kelenic, Bummer, Lopez to that team. So no like superstars one way or another, I'd say. They're going to have the same core of a team. They're going to be really good. Again, I would pick them to win the NL East, but am I picking them to win 102 games in a really good division? No.
So you think like
give me the under
100 wins?
Yeah, I think somewhere
like
between
maybe they'll like just
I think somewhere between 95 and 100 win. Give me 100.
Well, the other thing too is like as we saw last year, not as many teams are getting as many wins because now they're playing every single team in the league, which is another thing to consider as well.
Yep, absolutely. And now you got to face your divisional opponents way more often than anybody else in the league, and that's a lot of games facing Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola and and Sandy Alcantara and Jesus Luzardo and Yuri Perez, all those guys down there in Miami. They got a lot of good arms to face. Give me the Braves to win the division somewhere between 95 and 101 games, and then I win the under.
Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.